Hello, friends. This is Amy, and welcome to my channel. Let's make some cute items today for Christmas. This is some air dry clay. It happens to be Iron Orchid Designs, but that's okay. You can use anything. And this fun green was called Fresh Cut Grass by Folk Art. Now, what I wanted to do is mix this in and make it a nice green, like that fresh cut green. I wanted it nice and green. But as you can see, it got more on my hands than anything. I did get some worked into the air dry clay, but it didn't work in as well as I thought. But as you can see, it's got some color there. But by this point, it was kind of drying out a little bit. So I was trying to work really fast and get that shoved into the mold, which is also an iron orchid design. And so we're just going to make that print, the image on that, make that pretty tree. Now when you get it where you want it, I'm just going to pull this out and kind of look it over. And then you can see along the edges, I just wanted to pick away some of that extra piece, or you know what I'm saying, the stuff that's on the edge. So here I'm just going to kind of pull it apart real gently, just so I can have some of that branch kind of show a little bit. Okay, so just carry on and do that until you're happy with what you have. And then I had my wood, and that was a piece from the Dollar Tree, and they were $1 a piece. And so that will come here in screen in just a minute. And I thought this would be perfect size, but it was too big. And so I just cut it off. And then after I did it, I thought, why did I do that? It should be more natural looking. So then I kind of fussed around with it. And I thought, well, maybe if I can put some on the bottom. Honestly, if this happens, it just works best with this air dry clay to just start over if that happens. So what I ended up doing is just leaving it and just kind of making it look, the best I could for like the bottom of a tree. And then you'll see what I have to kind of help with the look of that. This is called scoring. If you had like the real McCoy clay, that's what you do to score it, and then it will stick together. It didn't really work as well with this air dry clay, but the nice thing about the air dry clay is it dries really fast. All right, so I'm just showing you I had the glue. And I'm just going to glue that down on the back. And it isn't even dry all the way yet. I just thought it would dry, you know, as it's um, on the wood. If you're going to do it and you have time, just let it dry by itself. At the end, you can see that it did crack, and actually the wood cracked too, but it doesn't look, bad. I mean, you can't even really see it because it's behind the little tree. But if you can take time, just let it dry and then glue it on. That's one of those things you just learn as you go. And then here I am with one of those little bottle brush trees and just trying to get some of that, rough looking part so it actually looks like a tree. So that's one little trick you can use. Then I just got the fresh cut grass color and I just put it directly on there and just dotted it on with the paintbrush. And then I set it aside to dry. And now here I am just going to put some brown in there and add to that Christmas tree, this, not the stem, but you know what I mean. Oh, goodness. This is white. And this, honestly, I'm looking at this and I should have just stopped with this because I love how this looked. It just looked like fresh snow had fallen on it. But I thought I needed glitter. So I did put some glitter. You can put that on right when everything is wet and it sticks fine. But boy, did it stick. Look at how that stuck on there. And it still looks good, but I kind of liked it with just the white. What do you think? And so here I'm just putting a little bit of a ribbon on there and I called it good. Now, if you look at this, you can see there is a crack in there. And then even the wood slice has a crack right down there by the tree stump. All right. But it looks still turned out pretty good. What do you think? Let's keep going. We've got DIY number 2. Now, these are some wood bark ornaments. They're flat. I believe there was 4 in a package. And then these Mintay papers. It's called Christmas White, and they have such cute little designs in there. And I found that at a scrapbooking store. This is going to be a real quick and easy one. Just apply some Mod Podge on the back, put that down, and then on the little bird, I do have these little foam squares that you can put on there, and it'll kind of pop it up a little bit, and they're sticky on both sides, so there was no need to put any glue or anything. And that was it. I just love the little natural look to it, and it's cute and little, and you can give those as a gift. You could put it on a gift, or you give it as a gift, put it on a gift, or put it on your tree. Well, let's keep going. DIY number 3. Okay, these are ceramic ball ornaments. They're flat, and I got 2 in a package. And so they were half priced, and so it was actually $1. And then these are called Stamperia rice papers, and I bought those at a scrapbook store, but I will list those in the description box. And I hand cut them out. They weren't serrated or anything, and just put some Mod Podge right on the back. And then to give it a nice seal, I did put Mod Podge over the everything and just let it dry. And then since I was monkeying around with the glitter, I thought, well, why not put some glitter on there? Which I did, and you'll see that. So here they're all done, and I'm just going to put some white glue on there in certain areas. That's the thing with glitter, you don't want to overdo it, just highlight a few areas. That little bunny is so cute. And then if you get the glitter, you can get that iridescent, it's kind of got a little shimmer, and just sprinkle that on there, and that's really all you need. And of course, you could add to this, and with these ceramic, it's got a ceramic touch to it. You could put the year on the back. That would really add to it, to and from. And like I'd said previously, any of these would make great gift toppers. Now, if you had like a yellow tinted glitter, that would be cute there because then it'd look like it'd be in the windows. Or, like I'm doing here, adding it on so it looks like snow. How easy was that? Isn't that just cute? And those things are stuck on there. They're just nice. It's a little different texture than like a napkin, but it's similar. I don't know if you've ever used rice paper, but I do like it. It was easy to use. And the funny thing is, all these ornaments I made today, I've already given them away. That was fun. Fun ones to do. Now here next, we're coming up with another ornament, the one that was my favorite. These cute little, it's like a little pie pan, like a little wooden pie pan or something. Got that at Hobby Lobby. And then these are the Iron Orchid Holly Glen transfers. And just cut it out. And then I'm just kind of eyeballing it to see, where should I put this? How much is going to be over it? These little mice were so cute. Now, I want to mention too, when you do a rub on, it works great on paper, it works great on fabric. This is kind of like a soft wood, so it didn't work as great as I thought it would. I really had to work to get like those leaves, they would not come off of there. So I really, really had to work at getting that to lay down. And just so you know, it's not, just the quickest thing. But I think it's just because the wood was soft. And here I'm just showing you after I already know it came off. Ta-da, there it is. And now we can take a little sanding and just sand off the little edge so we don't have it overlapping on the edge of our cute little round piece, roundish piece. I just love those little mice. That Iron Orchid design transfer set is really a cute one. Now, I loved the little red accents in that, so I wanted to kind of pull that out a little bit and then yet give it a little bit of greenery. And so I just took my hot glue gun and added this little greenery and voila, there it is. And this thing already had the hanger, so it was just perfect for it. A ribbon would look cute on here too, and very easily you could write a date on the back or, to someone from you or whatever. You could add a little glitter in those little berries too, and that would really be cute. There's so many things you could do with this. Well, we've got another one here, DIY number 5. Now this one's quite interesting because this is like it's a thin plastic that's flexible, and they use this in crafting. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to cut a circle, but I want to leave it so there's a little flap where you could actually hang it up. So you'll kind of see when I get done, it'll be a little bit of a flap. And if I had a hole punch, I could have done that, but I didn't have one handy. And so here I'm just showing you they had a little plastic protective piece on there, and now it's ready to go. And I got out my window clings and picked out one. Thought this will be really cute. It turned out cuter than I thought. Just fun. Once you can get it off of that sheet, carefully pull that off. And the beauty of this is it's going to show on both sides. And it's stuck on there so nice. And I just pressed it down with my finger and made sure it stayed nice. And then, of course, you got to trim off the excess so it goes along with that circular shape. My little Pepper is sitting there looking, isn't she cute? All right, so I trimmed that off. I was pretty happy with that. And then we're going to put it so it's dangling inside of this ornament. And you'll see, um, well, first, here I thought I was going to put this, to add to it, this stuffing. When I ended up taking it out, I didn't like it because it kind of just stayed right in front of my little design there. So I got it out of there. Okay, so now I'm just going to add some string and I'm going to roll it up and pop that in there. And that's how easy it is. And it'll just open itself up like that. Ta-da! And I did take out that stuffing and I actually put in a little bit of glitter in there and it actually looked pretty nice. So then, however you want to attach it to the top of that, you know, I'm not sure what they would call that, but it's the top of the ornament. You can just tie it on there, and then I just want you to be, kind of look at it so it's hanging. So you don't tie it where it's too tight, where it's pulled up to the top too tight, and just kind of work with it. And then I didn't add any ribbon to it, but a ribbon would cover that all up if you wanted to just tie a ribbon. So yeah, I'm just kind of checking it to make sure it will move freely so I know exactly where to tie it. And here I'm just putting in the glitter because I didn't want to pull it all apart. So if you do it, make sure you do if you want the glitter, do a little glitter before you put the top on. But it worked. I actually didn't want very much in there anyway, so it worked just fine. And there it is. I love how this one turned out. It's different than what normally people do with these glass balls. It was easy. You can use like those window clings. And look at you turn it around, it's on both sides. Let's keep going. We got one more. DIY number 6. Now this is a Dollar Tree. It's like that thicker circular wooden piece. And I found these cute little red truck 3D wood pieces at Dollar Tree, or I mean Hobby Lobby. And I wanted to put them on here. And so I'm just going to attach some scrapbook paper to give it a background. And I'm just using like a double-sided tape. You could use a glue stick, that'd probably be about perfect, or this kind of tape. Mod Podge probably would work fine as long as you held it down so it would adhere. But this is what I had handy, so I went with this. And then you can trim it around. And then once you've gotten it pretty close, then I usually get out my sander, my little hand sanding device thing there, and just sand it off so it's, perfect. That works perfect for something like this. Here I am just kind of experimenting with ink and just trying to get a little ink on there. And, at this point I was, I'm not sure if I really like this. You know how it is when you're crafting, sometimes you just don't like what you do, but you just keep going and keep experimenting and learning actually on, what you like. I appreciate that you have stopped by and are watching my video here. I wanted to make sure I got this one out. Um, I don't know if I'll get another one done. We have just purchased a home in Shakopee, Minnesota. So we are busy setting up, but I wanted to get this out before Christmas. Again, with these little red trucks, there was 3 in a package. They were 3D and they were sticky on the one end. And I did buy them at Hobby Lobby. And right now they've got great sales. So if you want to get something like this, it's a good time to do it. And there it is. How do you like that one? That would have been cute with some glitter on it too, like all my other ones. Oh, well, I want to thank you, friends, for stopping by. I am so happy that you did, and I will have more videos coming out real soon. You have a very great day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.